We're live, hopefully. Um, Give me 1 second. I tried to come up here a little bit ago, but it was having some difficulties, and I feel like it might have some difficulties now. But I'm trying to see if we're live. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. Sorry for the background as well. I'm doing something different for the next couple of lives. I'm not showing my face, so I'm just gonna let you guys hear my voice. And it's it's always, when it comes to me, sometimes I might repeat some of the topics I already discussed, or if I do repeat, I'm going into more details. It's something that I am discovering while on this journey. See, the whole entire time I thought it was about breaking the matrix. That's not the case. Because certain certain information came to me saying we're not here to break the matrix or to control it, because the matrix came from us in a way, and we've been programmed to not see the matrix, or to not identify the matrix or one's reality, that they realize that they're conscious, that they're woke. And you can say it's a spiritual journey, but really it's just a conscious journey. It's of being aware where exactly you are at in your mind, what's controlling your mind and what's governing your mind, and who you are as a person. Not just a person, but like just who you're about to become on this journey. So we're not breaking it, we're remembering it. And we're remembering ourselves in the matrix because we built it. And we're remembering how we built it. But like certain of us are able to access like 90% of our brain, 80. They say we use 70, but I believe it's more to it when you can kind of like remember yourself, outside of this avatar, and you're having like multiple abilities within those avatars that you tend to visit within your dream. So why is it that we only get to see the matrix in our dreams, but also see the matrix in our awakening? It's the same coding, but just two different paths. One is taking a path in another dimension, and the other one is taking it in a different dimension. A real dimension that you can see in the visible or the naked eye, and then the other dimension that you get to experience just with emotion. Because what we're doing, we're trying to travel to all future versions of ourselves. Some of us are there already, some of us are not. Some of us are in what you would call the limbo state. You're just in the waiting room at the moment until you discover or search how to get out of that type of program. It's programs within programs. I realized that there was a version of me that's supposed to live a life that was already programmed for me to live. So what happened was this other energies of my own that had escaped their programs, what they're supposed to live out to. Like from a young age, certain people was guided into doing what they're supposed to do today. Now the ones that has been guided, now they're questioning why are they doing what they're doing. This is not what I programmed myself to do. This is not what I saw myself doing. In a way, you did see yourself that. It was just the matrix had got you blind by the real parallel universe that you want to experience in real time. The one that you see within your mind. Some people can't. Hello, how are you? Some people can't see what's in their mind because the matrix is programming with its own program of what it wants for you to do in that reality. Say the program wants you to go to the store, but you want to go to the park and go walking, or whatever the case may be, bird watching. You want to do the opposite. You don't necessarily, you was taught to only take one path. But now, as you're consciously evolving, being aware of spirit, you're able to do both things at once. You're able to go to the store and go bird watching. Say you want to move to a new state. You don't know how to move to a new state or a new continent. That environment, I'm coming back on. I just, give me a moment in time because I'm trying to gain back some time lately because I'm realizing certain environments give a certain frequency of the time, and it's been time been going forward here, but in my mind it's making me go backwards into the past. But it's pushing me forward into the present at the same time. So I'm trying to guide myself. I'm trying to land in a present moment to where I can really sit down and talk to you guys one-on-one about what it is that I do or that I'm aware of, or I don't know, if you don't really know me, but you'll soon get to know me little by little. And I already know you. Just, you're wondering how I know you. I talk to you consciously, in the subconscious, really. In the dream world, in the astral world. And sometimes you can see me doing activities in your reality. Either I'm shifting something, or yeah, that's what it is. It's just shift. It's nothing less. It's nothing more. It's just that time. But I'm gonna come back soon. And it's gonna be longer videos, and it's gonna be different. So I'm only up here for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day if I can. So when I'm in my place, it'll be a lot better. Hopefully I won't repeat the same knowledge. I will gain something new out of this experience. So what it is that, hi Tony, how are you? Thank you guys for joining and make sure y'all hit that like button. If you want to know what it is that I'm doing, I'm teaching you, or I don't know, showing you telling you my experience of the Matrix and ancestors and otherworldly things besides this goddamn planet. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but I know some people want to know more to it, what this is. Or if you do, you already know. This is your confirmation of what you know. So I realized what it is exactly that I am trying to shift, not break. I think we all have this idea that we can shift AI consciousness or the matrix consciousness or society consciousness. We can. Some people are just programmed not to, or not to have those thoughts. Or why do we feel like we're different from the rest? Because it's in our code, it's in our DNA. We just know that we're not from this world, not from this dimension particularly. If you need help on finding your home, what dimension you're actually from, feel free to email me. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put my email in the comments. I don't really like putting my email in a video like that no more. So just look in the comments or look in the the community tab, and it will be there. I can help you figure out what dimension you was from, where you came from, raised, and stuff like that. I don't know how it was a long time ago that I studied astrology. One of my ancestors told me to study it differently, not how everybody else sees it. And I've been doing that for about, I want to say 4 years now. So what I found interesting, the way I study it, I can pinpoint what type of god or goddesses you are. When was your last reincarnation? What happened to you in that lifetime? This is also breaking out of the matrix, is reprogramming the knowledge that was given, seeing it in a different way. It's shifting your mind. It's not just shifting your reality. It comes within the mind first, the body, the personality, the spirit, and then the reality, the image of itself, of reality, will shift it to the way that you imagine it, or what's been guided to you. Some of us been guided by our ancestors, the ones who are living and the ones who are dead. The ones who was guided by the ones who are dead have multiple paths. But sometimes the living can also guide you in a different direction, so be careful which family member or which friend, anybody, guide you into this matrix, because everywhere I looked, it seems like everybody only has like one idea of a way of living or understanding how to live. I don't know why, but lately one of my ancestors has been telling me the dead know how to live better than the living. And I don't know why that's been repeated to me multiple times. And then it's only until I get around certain people, then I start to realize what they mean. I'm like, oh yeah, I see that. But don't be afraid when the moments come, when it's your time to go on all of these paths. You're not gonna, the blueprint doesn't come until after the trauma or after the adolescence or after you it's in the process. It's in the same process when you're healing, when you're transitioning into a healing. The blueprint comes. You'll see the signs in the beginning, but how do you know if it's the matrix or if it's spirit or other spirits? Everything that we are thinking of right now of this existence have its own coding. We all knew that. We've been on that. Some of us are just powerful enough to hack into the matrix just with words, just with vibration. You can call that magic, but it's just energy. Energy is magic. Energy is the form of magic. So how do you create magic? How do you create these codes? By going within. Start with the little steps. If you don't know how to visualize, pull up an image of what it is that you're trying to visualize and visualize the exact same photo, picture that you're looking at. Imagine exactly on the inside in the mind. But if it starts to shift, let it shift because it's showing you something else in the matrix. The matrix versus the mind. It's always been a battle between you versus you, the machine version of you, and the flesh version of you. One is going to be more higher than the higher consciousness that you have now. And don't let it fool you that it is greater than you. Don't let the ego fool the real mastermind, the real creator of your own reality. If you feel that you can't access certain things in your reality, like say you can't, for some reason, can't go into a certain building, you have to visualize days. Days are codes too. Days like DAYS. Days deals with the days of the week that you get to keep creating yourself inside of this building by imagining. It's not been programmed just yet until you put action into the program. And then it becomes what it's named for, a program. Something you've been called to do. And I know you're not exactly where you're supposed to be at in the moment of time. I can tell you why. There are certain beings out here on this planet, in this dimension and other dimensions, are trying to stop you. What for that little moment for you to exist in? It's not a little moment. It can be little, it can be long. You can put it on loops, but then you're taking what the Matrix had programmed you to do. Put you on loops no matter what. And then after certain centuries, years, after every reincarnated life you experience, you forget again until you waking up again. Now this time is different. You didn't forget. You kept remembering. Like most people, most spirits, most entities, most deities can remember all parts of life, all parts of things that they experience. But why does the Matrix want to keep you not knowing who you are, but want to keep the information of who you are? It's not a setup, it's not a trap. It's just so that you can keep creating new memories, new data, new souls. Well, same souls, but new avatars. And, like, it's fun to remember, but snap out of the remembrance and keep creating. Once you remember, you're supposed to keep going. You're supposed to keep creating. You're not supposed to say, hey, these people did fucked up shit in my past. How come they get away with it? Nobody gets away with it in this lifetime. They never do. Why do you think karma happens to most people who touch your energy, who messes up your vibration, who messes up your frequency? Look what it does. It gets them trapped in the same type of trauma that they put onto you. But don't create it. Keep moving forward. Create something new. Create a reality that you see yourself landing on. Think of yourself as a plane or a bird and you're trying to find grounding. Find something that can hold you, ground you, keep you afloat for a while. So by the time you're in your actual future, you know how to love the present better than the last present that was given to you. We're always gifted every day. Sometimes we might not like the gift that is given, or we might not understand why we was gifted those presents. You have to understand that just breathe. Take deep breaths. Go back within and relax and understand thyself. When time unravels its own presence. When the matrix gets you trapped in and you have to submit or you have to, I don't know, let it control you. But you don't have to. It's because you're remembering. You know exactly what happened to you. And it's not about seeking revenge that, oh, I'm woke again, I'm back again. But now you don't like this version of me, so you're gonna keep trying to put me to sleep to create a version of me that you desire, that you can have access to. Every day we're not the same people, same person, same thing every day, whatever we are. We're always consciously evolving differently, whether you realize it or not. But the matrix got you into thinking that this is the only consciousness you have. This is the only spirit you have. The matrix only believe in one spirit, one thing. But there are some outside of the matrix that believe that they have a whole civilization within inside of them from all dimensions. That's a lot of spirit. That's a lot of lifetime. And that's a lot of realities to keep watching. Every night that we go to sleep, we're entering into a different reality, a different world, and a different vibration. Because we're experiencing something different outside of ourselves when we're asleep. It's still us. We might look different. We might even feel different because there is no program in that dimension. I don't know. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later on part